Hello again, and for today I have a brand new political term that's kind of old, but I figure I just get a video out on the subject so that way there is something out there for people who want to know what this term is to be able to chomp down on. So this is going to be a little different because there will be clips in this video more towards the end, so I'm going to just start off by saying that this term, which you see in the title, is called the signal and the noise, and this is something that Steve Bannon has coined, and I'm pretty sure is within the Trump administration apparatus as far as the campaigns go, which essentially means what is the message, which is the signal, from the theatrics, which is the noise. And whenever, let's say, Donald Trump is delivering a message, the signal is the thing going out to the supporters, while the noise is the theatrics that the media loves to hype up and essentially distract people from what is essentially a very good message. And as I've already stated this week, I am going to be voting for Donald Trump, and it's because I know that I am receiving the signal, whereas, say, some people that I know that absolutely fucking hate Donald Trump are just absorbing all of this goddamn noise that is not doing anything good for their psyche and their understanding of politics as it is in the current year. And, you know, I just wish that they would stop listening to the media, because the media produces so much noise all the time. He doesn't even have to say shit. They just kind of just make the noise for him now. And all he has to do is just deliver his messages. And they'll just spin it because they're afraid. So, I'm going to cut to some examples right now, and then I will conclude.
The White House is calling on Americans to listen to the signal and ignore the noise when it comes to Democrat impeachment efforts. That's according to One America's Emerald Robinson, who spoke exclusively with Peter Navarro.
But Democrats continue to push forward on an impeachment inquiry this week. The Trump administration is looking to continue to push their agenda forward, with Trump trade advisor Peter Navarro telling One America News it's about listening to the signal and ignoring the noise.
When you hear the word impeachment, let me offer the following advice. Listen to the signal, ignore the noise. President Trump stands up to China. He creates millions of jobs. He's securing our border, and he's bringing our troops home from foreign wars. That strong signal is being heard loud and clear by the Trump base. And there's something very good, even noble, about that signal. To me, it sounds like America. So when you hear that word impeachment, listen to the signal, ignore the noise.
Let's read from Joe's latest op-ed for the Washington Post titled, "Disregard Trump's ground noise, focus on the signal." Joe writes this: "During my freshman year on the Hill, I tried to respond to every charge from every article, political cartoon, or editorial page. After one particularly stem-winding speech that I delivered at the Downtown Rotary Club in Pensacola, Florida, three-star Admiral Jack Fetterman took me aside and gently offered advice that I carry with me a quarter-century later. He put his arm around me and said, 'Joe, you have to learn to separate the ground noise from the signal. And here's the secret, son. It's almost always ground noise. It is easy to be blinkered by the ground noise generated from the president's Twitter feed, or from his ministers of propaganda, or from his quivering quislings on Capitol Hill. It is difficult to brush aside the steady stream of lies and half-truths that insult our intelligence. But the good admiral would tell you that you have no other choice unless you want to fly your fighter jet straight into the side of a mountain. Ignore the ground noise and search for the signal. Instead, the signal is the Mueller report. Read it." Nick?
It's remarkable to me as a political animal just how much of the political, I'll use the word chaos, doesn't seem to impact the numbers, the economy, what transpires on Wall Street.
Well, the smart money sees through the noise. I mean, listen to the signal, ignore the noise. The signal of the Trump administration is a focus, like a laser beam, on creating a strong economy, a strong manufacturing base, defending American workers against unfair trade, And President Trump has performed beautifully on this. His jobs plan speech, 7 promises, June of 2016, he fulfilled every single one of those, and we're seeing that in the job numbers. So that's our focus. That's what I do every day. I'm just trying to help this president create jobs, particularly for the working class people of America. And the Philly shipyard right near you, it's like one of my projects for 2020.
Yeah,
We've
I know
been able to really get that thing moving. I'd love to come back on the show and talk about how we do that. But that's the kind of thing President Trump is doing, and all this other stuff going on. You know, listen to the signal and ignore the noise.
Okay, so I think I've illustrated my point enough for everyone to understand what the signal and the noise is. The reason why I had to do it this way is because there's not really a lot that I can pontificate on. I'd much rather just show you guys this kind of stuff. And I think I've illustrated my point quite nicely. So, in conclusion, I hope that my signal, my message, delivers to you more than my ramblings, or more than the ramblings surrounding my commentary, especially if there are some people out there who are trying to shit on me as I start this channel, because I essentially would like to deliver these kinds of big think pieces with my, with my rants and my commentaries. I like doing this a lot, and I really hope that I help people learn and grow and become better at whatever I'm talking about in life that resonates with them. So, to all of my supporters, all of the people who have liked and subscribed and followed me everywhere, I want to say thank you. And to my haters and enemies, and to the media especially, who keep producing the noise, you better tread lightly, because the signal's getting out there and people are realizing that your time is up.